Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I have my fragrances of the week. I can't wait to share them with you. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird and Wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. And without further ado, let's get into this. So I actually don't have as many fragrances as normal. It was a gong show week, just a lot of things going on. That is why my schedule's been slightly kind of like messed up and on different days than normal. It may be that way for about another week. Hopefully things will get back on track sometime soon, but I will share with you what I did wear. So the first fragrance, I've talked about it quite a lot, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. I wore Coco Vinnie. Now this one, I am loving it more and more. I think what I love the most about this one is that there's some peach in this. The peach paired with the coconut smells so delectable. I can't get over it. The coconut in this one is definitely more coconutty than lots of fragrances. So it smells like straight up coconut flesh, but it's balanced beautifully with some kind of, I think there may be bergamot in the opening, but definitely some peach. So it gives it kind of a lighter feel. And that sticks around for quite some time now. In the deep dry down, you start to get just a lot of coconut, and then that vanilla starts coming to play, and it ends up smelling like kind of a coconut icing to me. The longevity is insane on this. So like literally you put it on, it's on for like 10, 12 hours at least. Phenomenal projection. I can see this being a little bit too much in the heat, but it's been really cold here, like cold and rainy. So this one actually works beautifully. I think it would work in the heat too, but just not the uber heat, I think. That said, I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see. I will give it a go in the major heat. But this one is just really fun to wear. I am so happy to have this one. I still want holidays, but this kind of scratches the itch anyway, so love it. Idole Nectar is my next fragrance, and this one, I like it even better in the heat. So when it was a little bit warmer, I had this one on, and what I've said before is that it smells like a very sweet, kind of watery rose, very similar to Idole, like the original in the opening. But as it dries down, the rose just keeps getting sweeter and sweeter. It smells a little bit like a peony to me. And then comes out this caramel, popcorn, vanilla feel. And that, like when it's warmer, it just warms up on the skin even more. So I love that caramel popcorn that comes out on my skin. Some people don't notice it at all on their skin, but for me, it's like a major, major player. So I like the fact that this one morphs. I love the longevity, like the projection on this one. Like you get this amazing scent bubble with this fragrance. So it's a fun, celebratory, jubilant type fragrance. I've gotten compliments with this one. It's actually one of my favorites these days. So Idole Nectar by Lancôme, majorly awesome. Have you tried this one? Which Idole is your favorite? Let me know. The next fragrance I have is Emeraude Gourmand by Fleur de Golf. Now this one is kind of coconut vanilla sweet, like it smells like where Coco Vinnie has kind of a fleshy coconut. This smells more like a sweetened coconut in it. So it's very, very delicious. It's very decadent. I go back and forth on this one. So I wore it, I really enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. Whereas sometimes I wear it and I totally love it. So I think this is one that I just need to be in the mood for. The longevity is moderate, like about 5 hours, but it's actually a relatively affordable niche fragrance. So I think it's around $135 Canadian. So I'll leave everything linked down below. But honestly, the Fleur de Golf fragrances are really neat fragrances. Like there's a whole bunch of them. And everyone that I've tried is actually really nice. So it's definitely a house to check out for sure. I've got quite a few samples, so I think I should just do a whole review of the ones that I have. Like I've got 6 or 7 of them, because they're definitely a neat house and I don't hear them talked about very much at all. The next fragrance that I fell absolutely in love with is Tea for Two by L'Artisan Parfumeur. It's a tea fragrance. It opens with the tea. It smells kind of a little bit light, and then it deepens with these delicious kind of like cinnamon. I think there's cardamom in here. So all these kind of chai tea feelings. I know I just talked about this on Friday, so you know that I wore it. Chai tea in a bottle, sweetened, delicious, warm, cozy, amazing. It's kind of sexy. Like it ticks all the boxes, plus it has gingerbread in it. It has gingerbread in it. I think it has gingerbread in it. I'm pretty sure it has gingerbread in it. Anyway, what can go wrong when a fragrance has gingerbread in it? But this is definitely more for the fall and the winter. So this is definitely on my wish list. Gorgeous. And I think it's only an eau de toilette, but it lasted forever on the skin. Great projection. I kept on smelling this beautiful kind of sweetened Tai Chi. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. Anyway, chai tea business going on, and I was loving it. So definitely want this for fall for sure. And the last fragrance was Prada La Fam. Now this, I've talked about this before. This is my boss lady fragrance. Like when I think about Miranda Priestly from Devil Wears Prada, I think of a fragrance like this. So it's really interesting because I find this one, like when I first smelt it, it smelled like really tuberose, and I thought old tuberose, like mature tuberose. So I'm like, ugh, it's tuberose. And then it just started to sweeten up on the skin. There's carrot seeds in here, which I think kind of creates a little bit of a soft sweetness in it. There's spices, so a little bit of spice comes out on the skin. Yes, the tuberose is present. No, it's not your bubblegum tuberose. It's more of a kind of traditional, kind of more mature smelling tuberose. But I think this one also has some ylang ylang or frangipani or something like that. So a little bit of a tropical feel. I interestingly wore this a few years back. We went on holidays and it was 30 Celsius or more the whole entire time we were there. And I wore this every day. And even though this was a floral, it just blossomed beautifully in the heat. So it's actually an excellent fragrance for summer, but really you can wear this all year round. I think it smells quite opulent, smells like you're kind of rich, very feminine boss, queen bee diva. That's kind of what it smells like to me. This woman, she works hard and she plays hard. Yes, she does. She goes to the Maldives every summer and hangs out on her private island. Yes, she does. So really, really enjoy this fragrance. Love the bottle too. I just think it's so kind of classy and just, yeah, I love, love, love this bottle. Love the fragrance. And it's definitely one of those fragrances as well. You know, I talk about my Elisable Parfum. This is the other one that I readily go to if I want to smell like I've got my poop in a group. So if I want to smell like I've got it together, I put on Prada La Fam. And that is it. That was my list. I didn't have a negative, but as far as like blow my socks off, awesome. It's definitely this tea for two. Like, it's just happy. It's happy chai. It's happy chai. And who isn't happy when they're having happy chai? So I love this. I love a really good chai tea. I'm a coffee drinker, but a good chai tea with spice to the point of a little bit of like actual heat from the spice. I had one time. It was so delicious, and you drink it and then there was a warm kick from the spice. Best thing I've ever drank, actually. Like, it was so unbelievably good, like rich, decadent, delicious spiciness, a little bit of heat from the spice. And I've yet to find another chai as good as that one. Like, I've tried them different places and nothing compares. So this reminded me of that. The only thing that this is missing is some sort of a hot kick. But that said, it's got all that yummy, spicy goodness plus gingerbread. So like, this would be a go-to for autumn and Christmas. Yeah, for sure. So that is it. What about you? What was your hit? Did you have a miss? Leave it in the comments. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.